Hey you guys, so we haven't closed out October's budget. If you hear that snap crackling, it's my fire because it is cold. My house is heated on wood stove. We haven't closed out October budget because it's only 28th. But we are going to budget my first November paycheck. Now, I've been on the hunt for a new planner. Of course, my pin. See, I already started that one spot. Of course, my pin is missing. My good pin, too. So, I've been on the hunt, and I think I've narrowed it down. I found an Agenda 52 planner that I really like, but I also found a Happy planner I really, really like. And I like both of those because you can customize them. I looked at Erin Condren's, but those are a little bit harder to customize as far as adding paper, taking things out. So, I'm actually looking at a kit from Happy Planner or an Agenda 52. So let's take a look at my monthly overview. Okay, so this notes is that put car payment and sinking funds if it's paid off. I've not been able to put aside the extra money yet to pay the car off early. The funds that I was expecting to come in around November 2nd are not scheduled to come in around November 12th. At that point, I will pay the car off. And then you'll see my December budget, how I'm going to allocate the car payment for that month. So we have our mortgage, now electricity, water, sewage, cell phone, internet, groceries. I'm allocating $200. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot for the month, but I have a ton of food in my house. And once that gets eaten down, because I have a stand-up freezer plus a regular freezer, then I'll adjust my grocery budget. Car payment, insurance, fuel for the month, credit cards, Roth IRA, and I'm hoping to do sinking funds in the month of November if I have the funds available. Depending on the funds that I'll get on the 12th will determine whether I'll be able to fully fund my sinking funds. And all of these will get broken down into the 2 paychecks. So, November is no spend November, where you can only shop on Mondays and Wednesdays. Grocery shopping and whatnot, not including bills. This is the Budget Mom's goal for the month. So, I'm hoping to have a lot more no spends on my calendar here. So, if we look back at October, I need to update it. Went out to eat here. Then I had a no spend here. I think I spent some there. I know I spent some here. Saturday was a no spend. Sunday ended up being a no spend. So we got 4 more days, and no spend was not my goal for October. It was not my main goal. My main goal was make your own coffee October. And like I said in my vlog that you guys, if you guys watch my actual vlogs, you'll see I had coffee 4 times outside of my house. Twice was purchased for me. Once was on the gift card that I had, and only once this month did I spend out of pocket for coffee, and that was when I slept an hour from the time that we finished doing everything on Saturday to when I needed to take my friend's sister to the airport on Sunday morning. So by the time I got to the airport at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I needed a coffee because we were trying to just stay up all night, and then we ended up falling asleep, and we probably slept for about an hour. So I needed coffee. I definitely needed coffee. So we haven't closed out the budget. And I'm also going to do something different. I'm going to try to find the Pinterest link, but I'm going to try to do my monthly closeout budget on this so we can have like an overview, because I want to take a look at it all And you see copyright at Miss Wenda. She created this. So I want to try to see if I do my closeout on this, if it makes it more visible for me until I can get the planner that I want. Because when I purchased this expense tracker, I didn't have a sense of budgeting in mind. I knew that I wanted to track my spending, and I knew I wanted to try to stick to a budget, but I never broke my budget down until I started watching The Budget Mom. So here we go. I know this view is a little off for you guys. I'm sorry. This is how, so I can see it. So let's see if I can get you zoomed in a little bit. Okay. So I don't know what my starting balance is going to be. It's not going to be much because I know I did go a little bit over what I was anticipating, but that's what a cushion is for in my October budget. But I won't know, and I'll hopefully be able to fill that out in a couple days. And I don't base my budgeting off of what's left over in bank account. I base my budgeting on my check. And normally, I have a little bit more income that I calculate into my first paycheck, but that's actually going to get calculated into the second paycheck this time because of where it falls when I get paid. So my first paycheck, it's going to be a little rough for the month of November because of the fact that normally I have that secondary amount to supplement the first, and I'm not going to have it to supplement the first paycheck. It's going to come on the second paycheck. But if the funds, the potential funds that'll come in on the 12th come in, then it'll make things a little easier. Although some of those funds are going to be allocated into my school fund because it is a little bit of financial aid that comes in, and I do put a chunk away into my school fund savings accounts because I save it for my residencies that I am going to have to travel for. So I did end up adding the extra money from the Chase card on the second paycheck to my Capital One, and I ended up paying $24 extra towards my Capital One card for the month of October. So that was exciting. So my debt doesn't change right now. So for the first paycheck, always the same. Did I put my car? That's what I always forget. Yes, I put my... See, I don't like this pin. I like my other one. It was smoother. I always add my car payment under my debt. And I don't have any decorative stickers, so that's another thing is I want to be able to be more decorative and just, you know, if you enjoy doing something, then you'll actually do it a lot better. So normal cell phone. Can't forget the mortgage. It's probably spelled wrong, sorry. I'm having to push really hard and that's actually bothering my shoulder so that it can come up. And I've been investing in a Roth IRA for a while now, $100 a month, because you have to invest in your future, you guys. I have, why am I looking at that one? I have insurance through my work, not insurance, retirement through my work, but you never know how much is going to be enough. Now I have more taken out of my first paycheck than I do my second paycheck. I should have a starting balance because all that needs to be taken out is $50 for my electric bill. And if you're wondering why it's $50, it's because years ago I was putting extra money towards that and my garbage, so I'm actually ahead on it, so I can just put $50 towards my bill and not worry about it. I got myself ahead like 2 years ago in garbage and electric. And see, this is why usually having the money from the kiddo, because I don't use all of it, but I use some of it, having the money from the kiddo does help with our bills right now. Normally when I'm not on L&I don't worry about it, but that's what it's for, is to provide for her. So I don't feel as guilty about it. Okay, so see, this one comes out on the 20th. So I don't have to worry too much about this one. This one will put us over for sure for the first paycheck, but I don't have to worry about that so much because that'll actually come out. That doesn't come out till the 20th. So actually, I'm gonna put that on the second paycheck because of the fact that I'll get paid again before this comes out. So I just have to remember to put the internet bill on the second paycheck. I have a calendar pulled up and I'm looking at the dates in which all of this stuff gets pulled out to know. Now, all of these right here are not due until the end of the month, but since I split them in half, I pay the first half with my, first half of everything. This will come out on the 10th. This will come out on the 12th, 10th. So most of these come out regularly, like when they're supposed to. My cell phone bill, if I have to wait for that one, I can. We'll see what my expenses, my bills versus paycheck total comes out to. But I know Comcast can get moved to the second paycheck, but let me make a note for myself right now. Put Comcast, it's my internet, on second paycheck. And see, I'm having to commandeer expense tracker pages in order to accommodate breaking down my budget, which is why I'm looking at getting a different planner. But I have like half a year's worth in here and I don't want to waste it. Waste not, want not. So I'm going to use this until next June, and then that's when I'm actually going to purchase my next planner for my budgeter, for my budget. Okay. That's actually everything on bills. Oh, I forgot to total it out. Oh, what am I thinking? I don't know what I was thinking, you guys. $75 plus $75 plus $75 plus. Now you guys might be thinking, it's easy math, Stephanie. First of all, easy math is not easy for me. And it's 8 o'clock in the morning. So easy math is not easy math right now. So let me put all of these together. So this total, $80 less than it usually is because of the fact that I moved the Comcast. Did I get everything? I'm trying to make sure I get everything because the monthly budget, I don't have a place to put like due dates, which that's another thing I'm looking at. So anything to make budgeting easier will allow you to actually budget and stick to it. So normally I don't put expenses down here, but since I have the since I have the space, this pen is failing me, you guys. Okay, grocery. I'm gonna pull $100 for that. Gas, $50. And that's gonna be it for the first paycheck. Now, if I can, I always write this down here. And then if you remember on my other budgeting, I did put a slash through it because it is on hold because I was not able to do it. Car maintenance, I want to do $10. And originally I put on my budget for the month $120 for sinking funds, but it's actually going to be more because I have to start no, December. December I have to start, I'm starting a couple new sinking funds. So you'll see in December new sinking funds, because I will be able to put some money into sinking funds because I won't have a car payment in December. So I'm going to take $200 of that car payment and put it towards my Capital One as extra debt payments. But I'm going to save that $50 and break it down into 3 new sinking funds. 20 for household, 20 I think, I can't remember. I knew I should have wrote it down yesterday. So I have an Alex fund. Now, this, I want to try to put $20 into it every paycheck. We have Christmas for next year, $20. Birthday fund for birthdays, not just Alex's birthday, but I don't know why I did that. Now I have to do it for all of them. Not just for Alex's like birthday, but like birthday gifts in general. But I have some housework that has to be done. Unfortunately, we have to redo some plumbing in my house. So my dad's gonna do the work. So my dad wants me to start putting $20 away a month so that by next summer I'll have what he needs. I'm gonna write this down before I forget. So in December I want car maintenance. Alex. Christmas. Birthday. House. There's 2 more funds. Because I was originally going to do the whole 50 into the house, but I realized there's other things that I need to save for. And that's what sinking funds are for, is to save for. So even though we're doing our budget, I won't be pulling cash out this very second. But I will show you what I have. So in my sinking funds, let me go grab that real quick before I forget. That way we can discuss what I have in here. So, okay. So we'll do income. This doesn't change. So for this first bit, now, I don't know why I did that, you guys. I'm out of it. I'm out of it. But that's why we have whiteout. When it works. When it works. You know, sometimes it don't want to work. Sorry, you guys. I don't think we'll have an extra debt payment this paycheck, but so let's total up our bills. So I won't be able to do sinking funds. So bills, if I do this whole amount, is $17.52, and as you see, my income is $14.91. So for now I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, how are you going to do it? Again, we still have 4 days left of this month. I still have some money in my account from October that would cushion that with the starting balance, okay? So I'm going to tell you right now, it's even after the $50 that's get taken out, it's probably going to be about $300 in my account. So I will have enough to cover the bills for this pay period, okay? And like I said, you know, we're going to move the Comcast over. So I don't want you to get worried about my negativity right here, because I should have about $300 held over from the month of October. It's one of the downsides of doing the budgeting early. Like, I could have waited because I don't get paid till the 4th. So I could have waited to do my November budgeting, but I wanted to get this out here for you guys so you guys can kind of see. So I will update you guys and let you guys know, because you know, I'm gonna have it. I'll have that filled out, and then you'll see this go away because I'll update my 2 income totals. So I should have about $300 left over, which gives me that, and that does not include my cushion that I keep in my checking account at all times. That does not, again, does not include my cushion. I already have a savings/emergency fund. I have a school fund. And I have a cushion that I keep in my checkings account at all times for emergencies as well. So that is my budgeting for my first paycheck in November. And like I said, my sinking funds will have to wait, which is fine. Usually the second paycheck is when I have a little bit of money to put into sinking funds. So like last month, well, excuse me, my expenses, I added a fund category and a spending category. And the reason why you see a line through it is I didn't pull the cash out for, I didn't pull the cash out for fun and spending. I just spent them on my card, but I did track it, and because it was stuff I had to buy online. But I did realize that I do need to pull that money out because I did go a little bit over. In the spending category, I did go over $18.32. But I had prior money in some of those envelopes, you guys. You'll see when I show you my envelopes. I did have prior money in some of the envelopes. And my fun category, I went over $16. But again, I had people visiting from out of state that I initially did not factor in. So that is that. And I'll show you my cash envelopes that I have, so, you know, because even though I can't, you know, so this is going to be my car maintenance. The label got messed up. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys back out. So the label got messed up on this one. Let's set these up here so I pull them down in front of me. Here we go. So this one's going to be my car maintenance. Very pretty. There's nothing in car maintenance right now. As you can see, nothing in car maintenance at the moment. Oop. Photos. That should not be in there. So my Christmas fund. There's nothing in Christmas fund yet because all the presents for Christmas have been purchased. So we're ready to start the beginning of the year. Birthday fund, same thing. Nothing in it. December car payment is actually going to go in there instead of working on my credit card debt. I'm going to start snowballing that extra money credit card debt in January in order for the birthday, because December's her birthday, and so we do a big birthday party. She wants either Charlie Safari or Boom Shaka, and that's very expensive. Her dad and I split the cost, so I'm not too worried about it. So this is my daughter's sinking fund. And so she has $20 in there right now. And so this is a mix of me going to just put money in it. And obviously I'm going to know whether I put the money in or she earned it from chores, because I show deposit and chores. Deposits are me, chores are her. And I've given her the option of when she does chores, she can either put the money in her sinking fund to save up for something or put it in her piggy bank. She knows her piggy bank is quote unquote her college fund, but when she turns 18, we'll cash in her piggy bank and she'll have all the money from her piggy bank when she turns 18. But she has the option of putting money either in her sinking fund or in her piggy bank. So the fun envelope. I have $20 in it that I put in there October 1st. spending fund. There is a little bit of cash left over in here. Oh, I did not do the math on that. There's what, $9? No, there's $12 left in here. I have to update my math on this. Sorry, you guys. So there's $12 left in here. And I know you're saying, well, if you went over, how do you have $12 left in here? It's because stuff that I purchased, that I needed to purchase, that I considered spending, I put on my card because of the out-of-towners. And I will do much better in planning for their next visit, because they're going to try to visit next summer if we don't fly down there to go see them. And so probably next year when I get a little bit more income, hopefully back to work, I'm going to start a vacation. Maybe I'll make that as a sinking fund. I'll write that down on my list for December because I can't quite remember. Grocery. This I've actually been putting in for a while. There's $38 in it. And I added the Taco Bell onto my grocery because it was a last minute, oops, sorry. I didn't have food to feed my guest when she was here. So I had to so I considered it a grocery bill because I needed to feed her real quick. So sorry, you guys. Then my gas fund, I have $31 left in here because we went to the gas station. From the other paycheck, I actually filled gas with my card. I didn't pull the money for that, but I have $31 left in my gas fund. So it's not a big deal if I don't pull cash for these funds. Oops, I always put gas and grocery in the beginning. If I don't pull that 150, also if I don't pull that 150 for my cash envelopes right away to pay bills, it's not a big deal because I do still have some money left in, and I don't anticipate needing to go. So that's what I have, and thank you for joining me on this budgeting journey. I know there are a lot of budgeting videos out there, and I know it's not something I traditionally have on my channel, but it's something that I have become passionate in lately, and to get back on track with my debt, and I just want to bring you guys with me.